Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to Hof Albertal, Cattle and Crops Early Access. It's been a minute. Hey kitty, I've been away for a while. Uh, so it's been about 10 days since I've recorded. I've been doing a ton of other things since then, but I recorded some videos ahead of time, and I've still been able to post every day, but now we're getting back up to speed. In the meantime, a lot of things are different. So let's get going on a mission, and as we're rolling on the mission, I will tell you what's new. This is mission 15 of 18. More bulls. Fill the stables. So we open it up. Last year, we already made some good money with the selling of our bulls. We want to continue the success this year and turn a nice profit. So fill the stables and feed them. And so we will. We accept. We got another mission up here. Not a mission, a dialogue box. Keep 40 bulls in your barns. You can buy new animals at the animal trader. You can have them transported to your farm, but that'll cost you a lot of money. For the manual transport, you can either buy or rent a Joskin Betamax at the vehicle trader. If you don't want to transport it's a mystery. If you don't want to transport we'll say animals. So first, let us buy a Joskin Betamax. A couple of new things since the update. We are on 0.1.3.0, I believe. Still early access. If you look here, this weight is new, and it's got different variances. We've got 2K, 4K, 500K, etc. What else is new? The Kokerling, I believe, there are more sizes. There's a 4 and a 5 now, and on the Lemken plow, there may have always been that many. I don't seem to remember that many. At any rate, they've added some additional sizes to equipment that we already had. This is the trailer that we're going to use for our bulls. We have two models. We have a 6,000 at 144 square feet, and we have a 9,000 at 215 square feet. I am an American. We like everything bigger, so I will go with the 9,000. Right. Cancel out of that. Now, something about this game that they're working on. Let me turn flashlight on. It's still very early. 7:30 in the morning, but I believe it's fall. Yeah, it's looking like middle of February. So, this gate over here is activated by walking or driving next to it. It's also activated by bulls. So this is it's not a glitch exactly, but it's a thing. When the bulls, come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah. When the bulls walk near the gate, it opens and then they leave. Which is a cool thing because come here. Come here. Yeah. Come here. Sneak up on me. Right? In FS17, right? The thing that we're comparing this and Pure Farming and Farming Dynasty, everything is being compared to Farming Simulator 2017 just because that's the big one that everybody knows about. There are no gates in the base game, and that means that any gate that you see that you open is a mod gate, and there is no integration that I know of between those mod gates and when you're building a map. You designate the area where animals can go. You can make little paths for them and that sort of thing. But as far as I know, there's no integration with gates, so you can't make them, the animals that is, you can't make them respond to the presence or absence of a gate. So essentially, if you leave a gate open in FS17, it doesn't matter. The animals will stay where they are sort of designated to stay by the way the map maker built the map. Right, we are driving to, first, the vehicle trader, the implement dealer, and we're going to, wow, it's really loud in my headphones. and we're going to pick up our new trailer. Then we're going to drive to the animals, and we're going to buy some bulls, and we're going to come back here and see how many of our bulls have escaped since then. They don't go far. They still hang around the farm, but they do wander off just a little bit. So, what's new? So I'm on the road. I'm no longer recording from my apartment. I'm recording from actually a massive hotel suite, and I'm looking out the window and enjoying the fourth. They call them nor'easters. I don't know if you're from the United States or if you're from my part of the United States, but these big late season Atlantic storms, winter storms, we call them nor'easters, and this is the fourth one we've had this year. So I'm actually quite far to the south, and it's still snowing. So make what you will of that. I have a new controller, a new gamepad that I'm using. I got on the Razer. It's a Razer Wildcat Tournament Edition. It's fantastic so far. You know I'm a Logitech guy. I love my Logitech gear, but decided to take a chance with Razer. So far so good. Patch to Cattle and Crops, you saw down in the lower right hand corner, we are 0.1.3.0. There is a rumor that we're going to be adding, when I say we, I mean the developer. Obviously I'm not affiliated with the development team in any way, but I say we are going to be adding a Claas Tucano, which I'm super excited about, because that means we'll have a crop other than corn for silage, which is all we've got right now, is just corn for silage. So I'm looking forward to that. OBS has updated, and oh yeah, I'll tell you about that too. So, you know, the channel is work in progress. We are very early days. We've been live for 2 to 3 weeks, and soft opening, you call it. I have posted videos that I know the audio quality, the video quality, absolutely not there. I know that. I'm not pushing the channel at all yet. I'm only kind of putting it out there for friends and family to take a look at and offer some feedback on quality of the video. And honestly, I'm practicing, silly as this sounds, I'm practicing posting video and various other things that I can only do, or I guess I can do just as well now, rather than making sure that all my videos are perfect and then having, you know, a ton of them to post, if that makes sense. Let me set a waypoint here. So, is it right over here? Yeah. There we are. Yep. So I know there have been some glitches with audio, with video. It's not been perfect, and I know that's a work in progress. However, there's been an update to OBS, and that always seems to help a little bit, if for no reason other than it forces you to go in and redo your settings and that sort of thing. So, checking out the patch notes and the changelog for the new OBS patch drew my attention to a couple of things that I think we'll see if it makes any difference. I've made some changes. You know, I'm on a laptop. I'm on HP Omen laptop. RAM is, I could use more RAM. I'm working on that, and I can worry about the speed of my RAM as well. I'm DDR4. I'm debating going to Corsair Vengeance or Ripjaws or something, and trying to get some faster DDR4 RAM in there. So that is going to help things. Hopefully the changes that I made in the settings in OBS, that will help things, and all of it is going to contribute to better, smoother, faster, creamier, more buttery, just wonderfully dead sexy video. Work in progress, like everything. And what else is new? Patch to the game, patch to OBS, new gamepad. I moved. I can't think of anything else at the moment. Oh, controller setting. You know this game, Cattle and Crops. You know it has kind of a well-deserved reputation, a well-earned reputation for being not the best. Did I turn to the right place? I think I did. Does not have the best controller support. That's okay. Nobody's perfect. Why is this feeling? This feels kind of wrong. I feel like I'm not going to the right place. I'm on the right side of the river. Hang on. I gotta look at my map here. Must look at map. Also, there's no sound when you put the parking brake on. Nope, we're okay. So, controller support, you know, for Cattle and Crops is not the best. It's been an issue with the game since day one. It doesn't make me love it. It doesn't make me hate it. It can be problematic. So, in that other farm simulator, you know the one, I have my setup so I use my left stick to walk forward and back and slide side to side. And then I use my right stick to look around, which is how every game has been set up for like the past 1,000 years. And then I use my triggers, left trigger for brake, right trigger for accelerate. You know how that goes. You know that trigger lifestyle. Well, in Cattle and Crops, if you have your right trigger set to accelerate, and your left stick set so that front to back makes you walk forward and backwards, what you'll find is they'll interfere with one another. So unfortunately, and it's not the end of the world, but unfortunately, you need to only have one thing that makes you move forward and one thing that makes you move backward, whether you're in the vehicle or out of it, if that makes sense. So in this case, it has to be the triggers, because that's what I use for brake and accelerator. And when I took movement front to back off the left stick and only used it for steering, I found that improved things dramatically. So that was my problem. Right, let's buy some bulls. F6? No. F2. No. F2? F2. Right. So we, now, okay, so, alright, family. Oh, okay, so it's like science. Okay. Arndt will buy at 500 pounds. Augustine will buy at 500 pounds. Dirk, welcome to the family, Dirk. Heiko, welcome aboard. And Oswin. Gentlemen, load up. So, tell them to load. There they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, while we're down here, let's go with number 6. Roy, Norman. Go with Norman. Norman, join the party, lad. Start loading. All right. Norman gonna join us? Get in there, buddy. Yes. Norman says yes. Okay. So that has helped things a little bit to... Oh, let me do one more thing before I leave. Set a waypoint for the farm. Right there. There we go. Those are some unhappy bulls. I know, fellas. Okay. So if you don't have sort of competing or overlapping controls, it does make the control response better, and that's, you know, nobody's perfect, I guess. No game is perfect. Controller support for cattle and crops, historically bad. Just a tip for you. Don't have overlapping controls, and I found that it helped me tremendously. So we're going to get these animals dropped off, and then we're going to review this video. New settings in OBS, on a new OBS patch, on a new cattle and crops patch. And also I'm recording to a different format. Let me tell you a little bit about that. I was recording to FLV out of OBS, and if you're a fan of capture and video encoding varieties, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, there's different ways to encode video: FLV, MP4, AVI, WIN, whatever. So I was recording to FLV, and there was a reason for that. The reason for that was, in FLV, if anything gets interrupted, you have everything up to the point where the crash occurred. Game crash, not vehicle crash. And because I'm on a new system, and because I'm sort of taxing it, I mean, I'm on a laptop. I'm on an HP Omen laptop. It's a hot rod laptop, but it's still a laptop. And laptops for gaming, until you get into, at least in my experience, $2,000 and $3,000 sort of custom built systems, you're asking a relatively small piece of equipment to do a lot. So that can be challenging, and the results are not always great. That gives me some instability. I hate to do the same work twice, so I was recording to FLV. So if there ever was a crash, I would have everything up to that point, right? Well, I'm going to try recording to MP4, and MP4 is a little bit different. With MP4, everything is being captured, but it's being stored in a sort of, oh dear. It's being stored in a sort of unfinished file. And then once you stop recording, then it goes ahead and encodes everything and sort of seals it, lick it, stick it, smack it on the ass. If you have a crash before it's fully encoded, then you end up with nothing. But things have been a little bit more stable lately, so I'm going to risk it, and the benefit to that is the files are about a quarter of the size of the FLV, and I think they are slightly higher quality. So what that's going to do is unload some pressure from RAM. I'm not going to be taxing RAM when I'm loading scenery and things like that. So hopefully all of that will contribute and work together between the new OBS, the new patch. I got new drivers coming in for my NVIDIA card, all kinds of stuff happening, and all of that hopefully will contribute to great videos. I want them to be awesome. I see YouTubers, I see the quality of their videos, all phases, everything from the quality of the render to the quality of the capture, the audio, and then their gameplay and presentation, things that they say and how they present the game, and just all of it. It's just tip-top. And those are my models for what I want these to look like when they're done. I really want them to be good. If you're taking the time to check out my channel, I want to really give you something that makes it worth your time to come here and see. I don't want to ever just not phone it in, but I don't want to post content that you look at and think, I could have done without that. Right. Well, they all stayed in, so that's a bonus. Nobody escaped. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they all stayed in. Okay. So the developers are aware of that issue with the gates, and I guess they're working on it. So hopefully they get that all sorted out, and we don't have to deal with the Great Escape on a daily basis. Right. Put it in neutral. And I guess there's a couple ways to do this. I like to do it manually, where you lower, right? And then you open. And then you unload. Look at this guy. Where's he going? Where you going, buddy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Okay, and then it closes. And we will pull on out of here. Yeah. And also, I realized that's how my front loader ended up all turned sideways, is a bull walks out. I guess every morning a bull walks out and bangs their head into it, and that's what's turning it sideways. Right. I'm going to park this right here, and I think that's going to be where I end the episode. Kind of a short one today, but we're getting close to the end of our missions. We are at, like I said, 15 of 18. Lights off. Turn the engine off. Down here. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Gotta get used to walking with the triggers. I'm so used to moving myself with the stick, like you do in pretty much every game in the world. Plus, shooting games, role-play games, MMORPG, I mean, you always move with the left stick, so it's really weird to get used to trying to do both at once. Hey. This gate thing. Okay, looking good. We picked up our first load of bulls. Oh, man, I'd screenshot that if I use screenshots. Okay, folks, thank you so much for coming to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Cattle and Crops Early Access, and we will see you next time. Take care now.